There was a tweet I saw on your Twitter that you sort I think you were posting a headline from an article about people not believing in vaccinations, and I think you said something about how, when people say to you, why bother trying to disprove the flat Earth, and you say, well, it's if you don't try and disprove that sort of extreme conspiracy theory, then people who believe in that, it's easier for them to believe in that they shouldn't take their vaccines, get their children vaccinated.
Yeah.
And I just sort of wanted to explore that idea with you, if you don't.
Yeah, no, that's that particular. It was a clip I took from a Facebook group that I was a member of, a Flat Earth Facebook group, and the person was, I can't remember what it was exactly, but it was some kind of ridiculous claim about vaccines, that they're poison basically, and we know that vaccines are safe and they're very good public health thing, and they save many, many lives. And when people don't take them, then they end up getting things like measles outbreaks everywhere, which kills children. So people should be taking vaccines. But vaccine as a conspiracy theory, like Big Pharma is just covering up the harm of vaccine, is very low down on the conspiracy scale. It's like, it's a 2 or 3 or, 1, 2, 3. It's like right down there. Because it's basically a simple thing, like the big companies have covered up research so they can maximize profits. It's probably a bit more ridiculous when you actually get into the details of it, but that's what most people think of it as, being a fairly straightforward conspiracy thery.
And a surprising amount of people believe that as well. Like a surprising amount of people that
a lot of people
wouldn't expect to believe that sort of thing.
Yeah, and it crosses the entire range of people, like rich people and left-right people. There's liberal towns in California that are very rich where half the kids are not vaccinated because there's a bunch of granola moms, they call them here, kind of hippie, left-wing, natural type people who think that vaccines are bad. But the point with the conspiracy theories and the flat Earth is way on one end of the spectrum, and vaccines are at the other end of the spectrum. So if someone believes the Earth is flat, that means they're pretty much going to believe any conspiracy theory that's less extreme than that conspiracy theory. I say that people divide their personal conspiracy spectrums with a line of demarcation, where on one side everything is ridiculous, and on the other side everything is reasonable. So if you think that, say, chemtrails is a reasonable conspiracy theory, but flat Earth is a ridiculous conspiracy theory, you've drawn a line between chemtrails and flat Earth. But you're going to believe everything that's downstream of chemtrails. You're going to believe that 9/11 was an inside job. You're going to believe that the school shootings were fake. You're going to believe that vaccines are a plot by Big Pharma to maximize profit. And you're probably going to believe that fluoride in the water is really bad for you and is just a trick by the government to, sedate people or something like that. So if you want to do things, if you want to change people's minds on topics that are very, very important and have real consequences like vaccines, where people actually die because of it, then you've got to kind of shift their line closer to that topic, shift them down the spectrum. So you actually have to address flat Earth with a person before you can get down to even chemtrails, and then you have to address chemtrails, and then you've got to address their 9/11 truth. And then as you get them closer to where they think the vaccine conspiracy is, then you can start to talk about vaccines. But if they're at flat Earth, you can't talk to them. So you've got to start with flat Earth.